ERC, quality service since 1972. Repairing TVs, console stereos, electronic musical instruments, pinball machines, arcade games, and more. Call 836-0454.
You've clicked on the Weather Xtreme video. I'm Brian Peters with ABC 3340, and let's get right to some Skycam images this morning. How about this shot of the railroad bridge at Decatur? Just love the river shots. And you can see the river in the background here at Gadsden with a few clouds left over from the showers and thunderstorms that we saw yesterday. And a beautiful sunrise just off to the left there coming up over Tuscaloosa. So going to be a beautiful day with once again some showers and thunderstorms in our forecast. I think they'll be more numerous on Sunday, but we should see a number today. The real problem as we look at the surface chart here is where will they be? And you can see we generally have high pressure and there is no definable boundaries, but there are boundaries out there from all the showers and thunderstorms that occurred yesterday. So it's a matter of a very moist air mass. And combine that with the fact that the main westerlies are well north of us. We just have a relatively flat pattern. But with that moist air mass and those boundaries left over from yesterday, it should be another showery afternoon with lots of people getting some rain, but not everybody. Temperatures this morning still quite warm. Definitely summertime as we look at the U.S. Temperature map for just before 6:30, and here is the close-up, and you can see temperatures generally in the lower 70s across central Alabama. I'm sure a few spots probably coming in around 68 or 69. QPF-wise, expecting primarily showers, and with that, perhaps as much as 3/4 to 1 inch are possible in isolated showers. But over the next 5 days, it looks like the primary threat for rain will be Saturday and Sunday, today and tomorrow. Storm Prediction Center has outlooked an area for slight risk from lower Michigan down across parts of Illinois and Indiana into the St. Louis area, covering cities like just barely clipping Chicago and St. Louis. So if you're heading up that way, look for the possibility of severe thunderstorms. No specific areas outlooked, but with the presence of that dying front across our area on Sunday, we could be seeing showers and thunderstorms, a few of those approaching severe limits. Speaking of severe, good old Bertha has taken on a little bit better look in the satellite image this morning, and here's another big view. I want to show this big view primarily because I want you to notice all those clouds coming off the African continent. Looks like we might see the development of another one, and the Intertropical Convergence Zone is an area of disturbed weather just to the north of the equator, and that is certainly looking very active. Here is the forecast track from the National Hurricane Center for Bertha. Bertha remaining a hurricane for the next couple of days and then dissipating back to a tropical storm. All right, here's the 06Z GFS model run. And you can see the primary factor here is the westerlies are very far north. This is 500 millibar chart. You can see our front that will be approaching us tomorrow, lying across the Great Lakes and down into the Central Plains states. By tomorrow, the trough sharpens just a little bit, making its influence felt all the way down to about the Mid-South, about Memphis area. And there comes that front. Now, I think that front will be dying out, primarily because we're not going to see much of a push with that front due to the fact that the westerlies will stay pretty far north. The trough definitely gets by us by Monday, and I think we'll see some drier air, and the GFS is reflecting that with the primary push for showers along the coastal Carolinas, across the southern two-thirds of Georgia, and into the northwest Florida and Gulf Coast area. The trough definitely moves off the East Coast by Tuesday. We're getting into a very flat pattern, which you can see on Wednesday. That pattern remains somewhat flat with the main westerlies way up across the Great Lakes area on Thursday, and that surface pattern showing a high. Want to notice that there's the storm out there in the Atlantic, and going to be seeing another one here shortly. Now, the pattern remains flat. Here's the 500 millibar pattern for Friday the 18th and for Saturday the 19th. And you can see, for us, just general ridging across the area with the main westerlies way up along the Canadian border. And with that, on Saturday, the GFS finally returned some showers, so it does look like much of the week is going to be dry, and even into Sunday, a week from tomorrow, the whole pattern very, very flat. Now, here's Voodoo Land, and certainly it is Voodoo Land, but notice what we see over there just off the Carolina coast. No, that's not Bertha. That is actually showing up a new storm, because right here you can actually see the remnants of Bertha off to the upper right, and then this new storm. So the GFS getting into the tropical idea right now. We remain under a ridge even through the 26th of July, toward the end of the month, and that certainly might mean the possibility of just scattered showers across much of the eastern half of the country. Well, thanks for tuning into the Weather Xtreme video. I'm very excited about the fact that I'll be doing a storytelling episode for the city of Helena and the library on Monday evening at 6:30 in the City of Helena City Hall in the municipal building there. So if you get a chance to come out, love to have you come out. Seating is limited, so be sure to get there well before 6:30. This is ABC 3340 meteorologist Brian Peters. Have a great weekend.